A giant cruise ship lost control. Suddenly, it's headed for the beach. The beachgoers are running away in terror. Before the cruise ship arrives, they all avoided the area where the cruise ship hit. They thought it was an accident. I didn't realize there was a bigger danger. The next day, a bored girl went to the garden to sunbathe. But when she turned her head, she saw some deer not far away. Curious, the girl went over to check it out. And to her disbelief, the forest was filled with deer. At the same time, Clay was driving down the road on his way to buy a newspaper. But the road was empty. The radio was dead. Clay was worried. Then a woman appeared in front of him, shaking her hands. Clay stopped the car, and the woman was talking to Clay in a nervous manner. But Clay didn't understand a word. So he closes the window. He started the car and left. But before he got too far, Clay spotted a drone up ahead, and it's spraying an unidentified red object. Clay made a U-turn, but he's still a step behind. He was eventually overwhelmed by the red stuff. The landlord felt bad. He saw the mess in front of his neighbor's house. He thought twice, and cautiously opened the door. After entering the room, he kept calling out his neighbor's name, but all he got in return was broken glass. Undeterred, the landlord then went to the beach. The beach was already littered with corpses. He panicked. Then a runaway airplane appeared. It was headed straight for the beach behind him. If he hadn't run so fast, he would have been dead. On the other hand, Clay grabbed his family and was ready to head home. But halfway there, he realized he was stuck in traffic. Amanda, get out of the car. But when she got closer, she was surprised to find that the cars in the traffic jam were all of the same type. And strangely enough, there was no one inside. Amanda saw the unmanned driver's license plate. She realized something was wrong. At the same time, another car of the same type is coming up fast. Amanda, get in the car and get out of the way. And then more cars come barreling in. Amanda, they all steer clear. And so the four of them, blocked from the road. The next day, the boy's fever ran high. In the morning, his teeth were so fragile that he could break them with the touch of a finger. Amanda wanted to take her son to the hospital for a checkup, but the only way into town was blocked. So the landlord suggested a neighbor's house. But that's when Clay realized his daughter was gone. He'd already searched the entire house. So his brother suggested going to the woods. But when they got to the forest, still no sign of the girl. Amanda went into a dark room and fell into a state of deep remorse. On the other hand, Clay took his son to a neighbor's house to borrow some medicine. But the neighbor had a gun, refused to let them borrow the medication, and pointed out that the disease was related to noise. It's the radiation that comes from the use of weapons, and it spreads through the noise. The neighbors were sure it was a war. On the other side, Amanda, searching for her daughter, is surrounded by a herd of deer. Amanda is doing everything she can. Amanda pulls out all the stops and manages to scare tens of thousands of deer into scattering. And then, a luxurious villa appeared in front of her.